Okay, so this is day 58, me going through my old journal entries. The quote for today was, "A mind that is stretched by new experiences can never go back to its old dimensions." What new experiences have you had and how has it changed / shaped your life? What new experiences do you plan on trying in the near future? So if you're following along, go ahead and pause the video and just take a minute to think about what your response might be to this, and I'll be back here in a second with what I wrote. Okay, so don't mind the clutter behind me. I'm kind of like renovating my house, and so my room is trashed right now. But what I replied to that prompt, what new experiences have you had and how has it changed or shaped your future? I feel like I've had more new experiences in my life than most people. I've lived in and traveled to a lot of places. I've had many jobs. So, oh, wait. Okay, sorry, can't read my handwriting. Somehow, when I was younger, I was able to take leaps and try lots of things without really being scared or very nervous, which is weird, and I always thought that was weird about me because I'm introverted, but I was also at the same time not scared to do new things. So I've never understood like why I was like that. I would just do whatever I thought was interesting or whatever my friends wanted to do without thinking too deeply about it. I don't really tend to overanalyze things, but I do. So I don't know why I put that. It depends. I overanalyze some things and other things I don't analyze enough, I think. So I said I don't really tend to overanalyze things, or on occasions where I do put in some time to research and make a choice, I normally go all in on that choice without a feeling of FOMO, so fear of missing out, or regret. So I think I talked a little bit about this in a previous post a while back, because yeah, that's one thing that I like about myself. Like once I make a decision, for the most part, like the decision is done. Even if there were other alternatives I could have made, I don't dwell on like, well, what would have happened if I would have made this other choice? And I know some people do that, but that's just not, I've never really found myself to do that very often. I'm just like, I've made this choice, this is it. If another choice would have been better, no point in dwelling on it because I've already made the choice. So as I've gotten older and been around more people, I see that aspect of myself as a gift. I think there are a lot of people who don't enjoy the present moment or the things they have because they're always thinking about other options and what they may be missing out on. While I tend to be happy with the decisions I make, I also get bored easily and am ready to move on to different things after a while. I think that's part of the reason that I've tried so many things and have had many new experiences. I never seem to get settled. But yeah, I have done a lot. I didn't answer the part, I guess, about what experiences do I plan on trying in the near future. I don't really think that much about the future. I've said this in other ones, like I'm kind of like short term, I'm gonna finish this now and then figure out like the rest going forward. I have found that I don't really like new experiences as much anymore. Used to, I would just like fly right into things without thinking too much. Thankfully, it's been more or less what I consider good things, like traveling. And there are times that I like purchase things kind of spontaneously, but at the same time, I don't do it to such an extent that I've like put myself in massive amounts of debt or anything. I tend to be like, I will be a little bit spontaneous isn't the word. What is that word for when you just like do things without thinking? What's the word? Whatever, you know, the word where you like just kind of jump into things without thinking about the consequences. I do that to some extent, but not to the extent that I've gotten myself in trouble with the things that I've jumped into, I guess. But yeah, I think I did so many things when I was younger that I don't there's not a lot of new experiences that I feel like would benefit me anymore, and so I don't feel the need to do as many new things. Especially like basic thrill seeking things. It's never been like about that. It's just more been about curiosity of things, wanting to know what something's going to be like, you know, traveling to other places, things like that. At some point, I do want to start traveling again and doing it from like a different perspective. Before, I was just doing it to do it and just get a feel for things, I guess, but not really like going deep into like the culture and things like that. But I would like to go back and do it again, from a different mindset of like, instead of just traveling to travel and show people that I travel and all this stuff. But now I would want to get like more of a deeper meaning out of the travel, I guess. But I mean, one thing I do plan on doing that I've thought about for a while, there's been several things, and I just keep waiting for the right thing to fall in my lap, I guess. But I've kind of want to start, there's a couple of business ideas I have that I want to start. I've got a website idea. I've thought about teaching, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do something, but it seems like I'll take a jump and I'll find something that I'm comfortable with, and I'll keep doing that experience. Like when I worked at Disney, I did the college program 3 times. Twice while I was in undergrad, and then once after I graduated, like right after I graduated. But yeah, I don't know. I've done a lot of things, and I think they've all kind of changed and shaped my life. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I said about that. And I feel pretty much the same about it. I just never seem to get settled, and I'm always wanting to jump into something new. So I think that's why I feel kind of unsettled right now, because I feel like I'm kind of stuck in this PhD program and I'm just kind of ready to get it over with. But you can't, it's not something that you can just do and get it done quickly. And so I'm ready to get it done and move on to the next thing, but at the same time I don't have planned like exactly what the next thing is. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be more new experiences, but for now this is what it is. So what do you think about that? I'll be back tomorrow with day 59.